All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a cast between a game. In a game between Foggy and Lynn. Foggy has spawned as the red Night Elf player on the top left-hand side of Echo Isle. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have Lynn spawning as the blue Orc. Orc versus, well, Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup, hoping that this game is rather entertaining as things are getting underway. I am streaming this on Twitch for all of you guys out there. Well, no one's actually watching me live, but that's okay. Just looking forward to getting in some good games of WarCraft 3. The servers have been down recently, and, well, at least for the NetEase servers, if they are down, you can't actually watch any replays. We are going to be looking at a Blade Master going up against a Demon Hunter in this 1v1 matchup. No big surprises here, and, well, it looks as though we're going to go back to that traditional style of play. Demon Hunter, with that mana burn, it does cost, I believe, 60 mana now, as opposed to 75 or 50, as low as it once was, back into the 1.28, or 1.28 and then 75 at 1.28 beta patch, finally balancing out at 60 mana here. We are going to be looking at an Ancient of War training up that archer, most likely firing a single shot across the bow and then pulling back as, well, those Forest Troll Trappers and the Ogre Warrior is doing a bit of target practice. Hello everyone on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. How are you? I am doing good. I am doing very, very well. Just glad to be casting some WarCraft 3 as the Demon Hunter finally makes its way out. Gonna pick up some items and clear up the remainder of this creep camp. Back over here, we are taking a look at the Blade Master and a Lone Grunt as it goes after that Ogre Warrior right there. Gonna drop most likely a Gloves of Haste, Ring of Protection. Oh wait, there we go. There it goes. A Circlet of Nobility, the other useful item, and perhaps a little bit better now since that agility damage actually scales with Critical Strike. If you guys did not know, Critical Strike does not scale any longer with Claws of Attack +6. Only the Slippers of Agility, the Boots of Kotalos, the Circlet of Nobility, and as I say, so many damage items that the Blade Master wanted in the past. And we quickly see, wow, a cancellation of that Voodoo Lounge there. Surprised that we didn't see that Voodoo Lounge just stick there for a little while longer, pulling away that Demon Hunter from some of that action. Blade Master, on the other hand, going to be going after this lone archer here. This space is completely wide open and difficult to get to as the Tree of Life is getting upgraded. All right, thank you for the IZ21 subscription. Definitely going to be helpful there as we're looking at the Blade Master now making its way back down after that archer. Archer heading away, and I believe that subscription was a YouTube subscription. Still very, very helpful, even though I'll never be able to get up to 100,000 subs and get that nice little nifty play button that all of my friends ask me if I have. Anyways, Archer trying to get away once more. Grunt now taking a little bit of damage. And so far, both sides just doing a little bit of poking and not that much invested into actually leveling up their heroes. We're going to take a look here. A lot of Wisp hiding in locations where the Blade Master cannot get to. Demon Hunter now going to be pulling back once more, as the Blade Master is going to wind walk and head across here. It may be able to steal this bit of experience once more, and if the Blade Master can steal some big experience, there it goes. Does take a mana burn for his efforts, but also picks up that Tome of Intelligence. Going after that Archer now. There's a Dust of Appearance. Are they going to be able to get inside Archer? All of a sudden now continuing that fight. The Ancient of War could actually root itself. No, does not have time to root. And that would have been actually absolutely hilarious, trapping the Blade Master on the inside of that base as you take a look at that Moonwell taking a little bit more damage once again. Night Elf players want to get all of these Moonwells up during that first Nightfall so that they can heal up all of their units. You want these Moonwells to have at least something in them by the time noon of the next day. If you drain them too quickly, you are going to have a difficult time trying to exchange in those upcoming fights. All right, no hype here, just Blade Master continuing to back up once again as the archers just dancing back and forth. We are looking at a Tree of Life getting very close to Tree of Ages, and we should be looking at dual Ancients of the Talon. or excuse me, Ancients of Wind for dots, already upgrading the Tree of Ages here, and this is actually a very, very tech-heavy maneuver coming in from Foggy. Is Foggy gonna be able to hold this line? And that is the question. Meanwhile, you can see that the Beastmaster was hired up, and this is a little bit of a split two-pronged attack. By keeping the Beastmaster away from all of the action, the Blademaster feels like, hey, I'm mentally controlling the pace of this game by keeping my opponent's army back at home. Little does he know that the Beastmaster is already out onto the field, as we're going to go ahead and pick off some of these Murloc Huntsmen. Why do Druid of the Talons get picked so often? In the Night Elf versus Orc mirror match, the Druids of the Talon are good at, well, cycloning units. Generally, when your opponent has higher supply units, which obviously orcs do, their grunts, their raiders, their units overall have higher supply, and if you're able to neutralize one, they are out of the fight longer, as opposed to, say, trying to, well, cyclone footmen, priests, and sorceresses. It just doesn't bode nearly as well. 3 supply per cyclone compared to 2 supply per cyclone. Blademaster going after this 5-3-3 creep camp with the help of the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain will get taken down, or Tauren Chieftain will actually spot all of this here. Will this... nope, Quill Beast does end up giving a little bit of experience right then and there. Alright, Tauren Chieftain now makes its way out. Also being able to neutralize that Blademaster, which is a primary damage dealing hero. That is a bit of a problem, as, well, apparently I can't click on the icon while the unit is wind-walked to try and follow it if I don't actually have vision on that unit. Something to keep track of right there. Blademaster, however, wanting to get that Tauren Chieftain to level 2. Once that Tauren Chieftain gets to level 2, Shockwave is on the board, and in addition to the Blademaster attacking slightly faster because of that Endurance Aura, the Tauren Chieftain can try and add damage onto that back row of dots. Those Druids of the Talon generally clump together, and they are relatively low on hit points. That's often the reason why you see the Demon Hunter and the Beastmaster pick up so many scrolls of healing, as the Blademaster may be able to pick off some units here. Double Ensnare, caught in transit. It looks as though big Shockwave goes across. Is it going to finish off another unit? And no, it does not. Does not finish this Druid of the Talon here, and that could be important later. Supply count, 32 supply compared to 43. Double dots back across here. Cyclone coming in, you can see. There is Fairy Fire coming across. That is negative armor, but they do have medium armor, meaning they still take reduced damage overall. Beastmaster should be drinking from that Moonwell. Yes, able to drink from it before it gets taken down. Extremely important, as the Blademaster does not have a chance to windwalk. Tauren Chieftain using a Scroll of Speed, trying to get away, but trying to run and hide does not work. If your opponents have Fairy Fire cast across your units, you are still revealed. Back down at the other end, Demon Hunter is here trying to finish off this Great Hall, preventing this expansion from getting up and running. You can take a look. That is a fair bit of damage. Demon Hunter still putting forth a lot of pressure. Demon Hunter also having a Talisman of Evasion. Talk about a waste of resources right there. As the Ancient of War gets taken down, Demon Hunter is going to be able to finish off this unit. Continues to fight it down and take it out, as the Quill Beast and the Beastmaster bring up the rear. Alright, one low hip or one peon looking to just get some work done. Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter, teleporting him back as the Raiders are going after the Moonwells. Lin doing a great job hitting and running against all of these units here. Alright, apparently my youngest daughter wants me to eat a cookie. There you go. Alright, yep. Here. Cheers. Alright.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Thirst-inducing cookie. Never eat it on a live stream. Demon Hunter, Beastmaster now going back at it. Druids of the Talon should be able to clear out the remainder of this creep camp fairly fast, especially since that is heavy armor right there. Wand of Mana Stealing now picked up. Staff of Preservation saves that one unit back once more. We're looking at 33 supply compared to 49. And remember, we also know that, well, Foggy is upside down on supply. Raiders are still doing a lot of pressure tactics here, and I don't know if Pillage actually has been researched or not. Raiders now making their way back down as well. Let's take a look. Overall gold, I don't see it at all. Let's take a look. It does not look like it, but I cannot be altogether that sure. Meanwhile, Goblin Tinker now comes back in, joins in on the fight. Claws of Attack +6 should be given to the Beastmaster once more. And thank you for just picking all of that up. Yes, Pillage does work on uprooted trees. I don't believe Pillage works on the Pocket Factory, though. That is one thing I'm not 100% sure about. As you can take a look at this Clockwork Goblin just making its rounds out, dealing a little bit of damage here. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter trying to fend off this attack here. Raider is going to be able to take down the Altar of Elders. You can take a look. Tauren Chieftain with Healing Salve and Clarity Potion. Ancient of Wars trying to join in on the fight. As you see the Tauren Chieftain now being picked up. Goblin Tinker now trying to fight back here as well as the Raiders may get some ensnares and try to focus down some of these units. Shockwave not really hitting much of anything there as the Druids of the Talon are fighting back against the Grunts. Blade Master continuing the fight here. No reveal on him as the Demon Hunter still relatively low, but not quite sure why he isn't engaging right there. Staff of Preservation accidentally hits the Demon Hunter with a shockwave as the Demon Hunter now makes its way back over. If that Demon Hunter actually fell due to a Staff of Preservation teleportation, that would have been epic and sad all at the same time. Yes, Arya? All right, Demon Hunter, Goblin Tinker, Beastmaster, all here ready to go. Looking at 37 over 40 supply compared to 43 over 50. Army is a 2-2-1 going up against, I believe, a 3-3 or a 3-2. 3 Blade Master, 3 Tauren Chieftain. Yes, there was a raccoon somewhere. Is that a raccoon? Yes, there is a raccoon right there.
And a hawk.
And a hawk. Very good.
Our warriors have engaged.
Maybe we should make a Dr. Seuss book with WarCraft critters. Anyways, Murloc Nightcrawler now coming across here as we're taking a look at the Druids of the Talon, trying to finish off all of these Nightcrawlers. The negative armor and the heavy armor means that they fall quickly, but there is that damage over time because of that poison. Wouldn't Alchemist Heal Spray be a good third hero instead of Tinker since the new patch to counter Shockwave? Not really. You know that your opponent is going to be going so many Raiders, and you don't want heroes that are going to be standing still or be using channeling abilities. It makes them too easy of a target. In between fights, yes, that is useful, but, well, you see another Shockwave go right there. The Druid of the Talon's not able to get into the air in time to try and dodge that maneuver. Demon Hunter, Staff of Teleportation, where is it going? It is heading back down over here, gonna try and finish off some of these peons here. Demon Hunter with Orb of Venom, dealing the damage back, and Foggy doing a good job just trying to make sure his opponent doesn't get any true gold out of this expansion. Demon Hunter getting some experience, but is it going to do very much of anything besides try and finish off some more of those units here? You can take a look. Raiders coming nearby. Is he going to be able to finish off some of those units there? Engaging Tauren Chieftain. We do have a Scroll of Town Portal, and he could try and engage once more. There it goes. Scroll of Town Portal being used. As we now thank you for the follow, Iron V666, as we're taking a look at, well, the Demon Hunter back at home, healing back up. These Moonwells need to stay full. We're at 46 over 50 supply compared to 50 over 60. So far, Foggy has been doing a great job. He has been behind throughout much of this matchup, but still able to hold on to this. Got to say, widescreen WarCraft 3 is pleasant to play. Yes, you can see so much more action going on in the game. As you can take a look, maybe they'll redesign some of the maps so there is more, more battles going across the map, left and right battles, as opposed to up and down. You don't get as much micro in if you can't see much of the battlefield if it is a vertical battle. Druids of the Talon going to go ahead and finish off this great haul here. Meanwhile, it is a base race. Raiders, one Druid of the Talon in the back. Demon Hunter going to be headed back home. There's a mana burn onto the Blade Master. Ring of Regeneration on the Blade Master as well, as she should be able to, well, there is a Spirit Link going to try and head back once more, taking down buildings consistently, as the Druids of the Talon don't show up in time to really be able to pick off any of those units. All right, could we see another Cyclone? Yes, we are. And it was really turning into a game of attrition, but only catching one Raider in while retreating is not going to be enough. Demon Hunter now makes its way over. Scroll of Town Portal, Potion of Healing. There's a Lone Hawk in the air. There's a reveal onto that Sentry Ward as this poor Raider going to get taken down. Now, the Hawk's job is to look for where the expansion is. No expansion down over here. On a Pentium 3 with a 14-inch CRT monitor, I totally remember doing that as well. I think I was playing on an Athlon 800 when I was playing originally Warcraft 3 back in 2002? 2001, 2002? Yeah, actually, I was in the beta, so maybe I was 2001. Anyways, Druid of the Talon coming in to engage, and one Druid of the Talon taking the brunt of that damage. Scroll of Town Portal quickly used. Blade Master tries to deal some damage, unable to get past this Pocket Factory. That's another reason why the Goblin Tinker is so useful. That Pocket Factory is one of the few things that the Goblin Tinker, or, well, you cannot win walk past, since it is technically a building. Warcraft 3 custom games on 56K. Yep, 56 modem. I hear that modem launch sound already. All right, let's take a look at what's happening. Talisman of Evasion has been dropped. Beastmaster could pick that up. That could be fairly useful for him. We are looking at a 3-3... 3-3-2 or 3-3-1 right now, going up against a 4-4. Is that your daughter in the background? My daughter's right here. Yeah, she just seems to be wanting to be very, very close to me right now. All right, coming back the other way, Demon Hunter gonna go ahead and pick off some of those Murlocs as we see a quick scroll of Town Portal. And is it going to be able to land close enough? Yes, it will. The Tauren Chieftain could have lined up a very, very nasty scroll or shockwave the instant that landed right there. Beastmaster sitting at level 3. Goblin Tinker does get to level 2. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. The majority of the creep camps have been cleared out. Only one left being on the bottom right. Supply count 48 to 67. What's that?
Is there a flood going on?
No, this is just kind of at the beach where the people, yeah, it's called Echo Isle. So it's a bunch of islands connected, and you can stand in the water in between them.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Claws of Attack +6 being dropped this late in the game. Tauren Chieftain will gladly pick those up. Surprised that we don't see an Orb of Lightning, though, or a Tech to Tier 3. Orb of Lightning is incredibly useful on the Blade Master.
It's double.
Yep, one of them is just an illusion. That is the illusion right there. The Blade Master is incredibly powerful. Once it has that Orb of Lightning, it is able to purge down units, but also importantly, it is able to proc purge on those Quill Beasts and remove them from the battle. Once all of the summons are gone from the Beastmaster just loses a lot of his oomph. He needs those summons, and any way you can try and take down those summons quickly, it is extremely beneficial. Time for a crash course in Warcraft. All right, let's take a look at this. Orc Burrow gonna get taken down. Another reason why you want to go into a fortress. These Orc Burrows are not nearly as weak to the fortified armor. You can take a look at this. All of this fortified armor, all of this Orc Burrow with heavy armor, and these burrows are just absolutely getting destroyed. He's gonna fire off another shot. No, it's not. 2 more shots would have finished off this one Orc Burrow, but instead it will be repaired. All right. Back across here, 48 supply compared to 69. Definite army advantage coming across from the orc side. Meanwhile, economic advantage, albeit slightly, just because he is not paying any sort of upkeep. 10 gold a second versus 7 gold a second. And all of that additional resources is actually being funneled into items. Scrolls of Healing, Scroll of Town Portal. If you're able to execute and use those well, you can trade and get more experience on your army. The Beastmaster, however, still sitting at level 3. Where is the Demon Hunter? Back down over here. As you take a look, Hawk is also doing a little bit of chasing as well. We are 19 minutes and 6 seconds into this game with still no clear winner. As we are looking at, well, we are going into some mercenaries now, into 59 over 69 supply. It looks as though finally ready to go into low upkeep for this upcoming battle. Now, Ogre Warrior and Forest Troll Berserker are going to be incredibly important. You can take a look, this Troll Bat Rider just trying to get into the right position, and who is going to be able to hold off the other opponent. Now, Lin does have Spirit Link already cast across all of his units. Raiders are in that front line here ready to go. And we are going to be getting into this position in just a second. Poison Orb damage is no joke. I believe it is 5 points of damage per second for 9 seconds. So if the Demon Hunter is constantly attacking different targets, it increases the damage output of the Demon Hunter by 50 damage a second if he's able to, well, attack multiple units That actually adds up incredibly fast. All right, Demon Hunter now here. Is it 50? I don't think it's 50. It's 5 damage a second. So, and it lasts 10 seconds. So yeah, it can be 50 damage a second if you apply that to multiple different units. If he's somehow surrounded but not dead. Potion of Invulnerability. I'm looking at you. Alright, ends justify the means, but onto a fairy dragon who had 12 armor. That does not matter for very much. You can take a look. This Great Hall with that economic advantage is the one thing that's going to be keeping Lin alive here. Can they pick up enough units through all of these and just make the fight completely lopsided? Tauren Chieftain is here, ready to go. That is just an illusion. Is it going to bait a mana burn? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Tauren Chieftain from the back gets a shockwave down as Lin able to come in with the shockwave. Meanwhile, low hit point, Tauren Chieftain still trying to engage across over here. That is still just an illusion. Blade Master Raiders, all the lines are completely gone. Is this Tauren Chieftain? Yes, he does get mana burn and now picked back up. All right, Foggy not going to make that mistake again. Meanwhile, Raiders are still trying to engage. There's a shockwave going across multiple units, but the Druids of the Talon are still alive, at least for now. Continuing the fight back and forth, as we're looking at Raiders falling. 47 supply compared to 59. Spirit Walkers in the backfield trying to, remove all of that Cyclone as much as possible. 45 compared to 56 as the Blade Master, still up in the air for at least quite some time. Staff of Preservation saves a unit there. Forest Troll Berserker teleported back. What is going on? Who is back at home? Is it the Demon Hunter? No. Goblin Tinker now comes back, has potions of healing, plenty of items to give around, and that may be the big difference if Foggy is somehow able to use all of these items better than his opponent, since his opponent is now pretty much down and out on items except for one scroll of healing. These Druids of the Talon, double Pocket Factory, sandwiching all of these units together. Demon Hunter now trying to push his way through, adding in more damage. Tauren Chieftain does not have enough mana, as you still see the battle just going on. Beastmaster continuing the fight. There is the Fairy Dragon Myth Mana Flare. Beastmaster sitting at level 4. Is a Potion of Healing going to be transferred to him? Yes, it should be. No, not quite yet. Beastmaster still on cooldown with that Potion of Healing, as the Raiders unable to push through. That Pocket Factory so great at making tight locations so difficult to squeeze out of. All right, Druids of the Talon and Quillbees continuing to fight back. 42 supply compared to 54. Can they finish off enough of these units? Demon Hunter still has a Potion of Healing, uses it in time. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 5. 800 mana burn goes across. Tauren Chieftain trying to finish off. Goblin Tinker gives a Potion of Healing, and now, Potion of Invulnerability, and he somehow stays alive. As the Demon Hunter still trying to fight back. Foggy is in serious trouble. May lose the Demon Hunter, and that will pretty much be it. Lin able to hold on at the very end to come out with the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.